Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of
Legends Only.
My Name is T. Kyle.
And I'm Bradley.
And this is your weekly pop culture podcast where we talk about
Legends Only.
a rainy weekend here in New
It's
York
so
City.
rainy. It's so wet.
Let
and
the rain
Nicole
fall
Scherzinger
down.
didn't even do this.
Although Miami, your fave,
You know what?
She got
She is extra wet.
Yeah.
She
make me wet. I feel bad for everyone at Ultra.
Yeah, I saw those videos.
Day one.
Plodding around in the
Ooh.
mud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miami, how the fuck you doing, baby?
Not well,
Have you
bitch.
seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. And now we're kind of matching its energy right now this
We are.
weekend. Yeah. Flood watch.
Well, know who's been flooding the charts? The girls.
Oh, that's true. I am so overwhelmed by all of the releases.
It hit me this week.
Yeah, like a wave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
of
a
blood.
like a skyscraper.
Not
Well, we
that.
did. We got an announcement this week. I think probably the biggest announcement of the week.
Mhm.
Cowboy Carter, Act 2.
That's right.
Beyonce wrote an update this week.
We got the explanation that
Yeah.
we've been asking for. Yes, Cowboy Carter.
And the
Act
full
2.
cover.
I still don't know if it's just called Cowboy Carter or Act 2 Cowboy Carter.
I think it's Renaissance Think Cowboy Carter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then Rock Chick.
Something. Well, people have been posting a lot of that old article from like years ago
Yeah.
with all the photos and the motorcycle. Like, I think she basically told us what's
Yeah.
all this is.
Oh, yeah. The British Vogue shoot
Yes.
before Renaissance came out. Yeah,
It's all adding up.
it is. We know what you're up to, Beyonce. The jig is up.
Elusive wear. We figured
Yeah.
it out.
Yes. Act 2, we now know, is called Cowboy Carter, and we do have the album cover, which features her on a horse.
Obsessed.
Now, the horse,
She's broken free from the.
she has broken free, but there's a lot of debate about her name. We need to have a conversation. Everyone needs to sit down and hold hands and come together on this.
I feel like, I think I said this on Discord. You can call the horse whatever you want.
Yes.
It will always be Renee,
Yeah.
no matter what. Like, same with Radar Horse.
Right.
If we suddenly found out that Radar Horse's name was like Sally Sue,
Mm-hmm.
great. I'm still calling you Radar Horse.
Right. Radar Horse, by the way, I feel like people who might be new to the pod might not know that.
That's the horse in the Radar music video by Britney Spears.
Sometimes I like to check us and be like, would the average new listener understand what the fuck we're talking about?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Not a single thing that
No.
we talk about.
No, smooth brain, no thoughts here. But yeah. So Renee, I believe, Renee got like a disco makeover, Act 1. Act 2,
Mhm.
she's feeling all natural. Act 3, I do feel like she's going to get like an oil slick. Like it's going to be
Ooh.
motorcycle, chic, born this way,
Yeah,
moto.
Like a slick back braid.
Oh,
Because she's got to go fast.
she does. Somebody also showed there was a diagram of like the horse stationary and now the horse is running. And in the next one, it'll be bucking up a bit. Like it's moving
Oh.
along the pictures because it's not in the same pose as Act 1 either. Because that one is stationary and this one's running. So now she's going to be like, giddy up
Wow.
for the next one. That's what we're thinking now. Either the rock album or I guess the Destiny's Child reunion with the 5 of them on the horse.
Oh my God, like the Pussycat Dolls cover of Doll Dominate. Like all of them on the motorcycles, but it's all of Destiny's Child. Oh!
I could write a dissertation on that album cover and how Nicole looks like Tila Tequila. They all look completely, it's uncanny valley. They were painted on before AI. That was AI.
Yeah, their first album cover's the worst culprit, but
Yeah,
we stand.
we do. So, okay, Renee is like the name, but also we had some other entries. There was the January 6th one.
Oh, Jan, you wear Renee. 6th.
Kind of living. Liberté was one.
Ooh.
Yeah. There was another.
Didn't someone say Chardonnay?
Yes, there was a Chardonnay.
But then someone from Parkwood,
Said it was Chardonnay, right? Or was it some other name?
I don't even know. It's Renee.
It's Renee.
Say whatever you want.
please use
It's
her.
literally that meme of the white woman naming her baby.
Yeah,
Like,
it is Kayleigh.
yeah, Kayleigh, Renee.
Dina, Diana, whatever your name is, we have Act Two. But actually, we're going to get into names in a second regarding Beyonce. But first, we're going to talk about the intention of the album. We were wondering, waiting to see what this is all about. And she just laid it out there in a way that I actually was surprised by.
Oh, this had me shook.
She literally was like, I went to this award show and y'all were trash.
Yeah.
And now this is an album about that. She said the album's been over 5 years in the making. It was born out of an experience that I had years ago where I did not feel welcome. It was very clear that I wasn't. Because of that experience, I did a deep dive into the history of country music and studied our rich musical archive. She later said, the criticisms I faced when I first entered the genre forced me to propel past the limitations that were put on me. There's a surprises on the album, collaborated with some brilliant artists. And most notably, she said, this ain't a country album. This is a Beyonce album.
The best line.
Yeah.
She is a Virgo. And if you are into the astrology, you know Virgos are petty. And I live for it.
She got off stage with the then Dixie Chicks, now just the Chicks. She got into that limo. She pulled her notepad out of her bag.
It's that like Gabby Hanna meme of her like rage typing.
Yes. From the second. And now you and I are terminally online and cover pop culture, but a lot of people don't remember this or didn't know what she was referring to. In 2016, she performed at the CMA Awards.
Country Music
Awards. Because she had a new version of Daddy Lessons from Lemonade with the Chicks.
Bop.
Yes. And that was not her, maybe it is her first official foray into like country. I don't know. There's been like,
at least in the media space, like performing at.
Yeah. So leading up to it and like as it was announced that she was the surprise, there was so much shit online. Like we were covering it and there was just so much racism and so much, she is not in our genre. She doesn't belong there. What is she doing? But also because of the Chicks and their infamous, criticism of Bush and the Iraq War and their stance, their pro Black Lives Matter stance in later years. Like they have shaken shit up.
Maybe it was too ahead of its time for certain people.
So basically it was a controversial, I suppose, booking. And so much so that actually right after the show, the social media team had to take down, or not had to, but decided to take down the posts about the performance because
they took the video down and everything.
So much negative shit and racism on there. They did later reinstate it after TMZ reported that they took it down. Like they got caught basically, like trying to hide away.
Well, another important context here is the ratings of the CMAs, because it tracks ratings in like 15-minute increments to get like technical with everyone. This was the highest rated moment of that award show, which is also iconic. And the fact that they still were like caving to these hater racist comments was like gross.
Yeah. So it was very clear that although in the performance you could see a lot of the audience enjoying themselves, there was also a lot of rampant racism, misogyny, the whole works on the internet. As
you can also
happening.
see people in the crowd being like
staring
at them. Like,
and we don't know exactly what happened to her behind the scenes either.
No.
Like she might have more to say about what was going on there. We don't even know yet. So
I don't know if she ever would.
I don't know. I mean, maybe she'll address it more directly in one of the songs. But in any case, that was the incident that she's referring to. This has been teased because there was some deleted article or interview or whatever it was. I think I brought it up last time where a stylist or something had said this album was inspired by that. I feel like it was like spoiled already in some ways, but this confirmed it anyway. I'm not sure if I'm remembering it correctly, but in any case, this is what we have. Cowboy Carter. We already talked last week about how that name has different meanings already. And then she released a special edition, limited edition cover with a sash, very pageant or, like Southern Queen, Southern Belle, I don't know. But it said Beyonce with an I. And then some people were like, wow, she misspelled her own album cover. But it's intentional. And if you go into the lore of Beyonce, if you didn't know, Mama Tina has talked about this in interviews. And this is maybe like a well-known fact. Her maiden name is Beyonce. And on the birth certificates of some of her family, it's Beyonce. It was a clerical error made by, I guess, the nurse. And then I'll get the actual quote. This is an unexpected crossover moment. I don't know if you saw this, but the Tina Knowles quote came from Heather Thompson's podcast.
What?
She was on In My Head. She was on Miss Holla In My Head with Heather Thompson's podcast in 2020. You know what? 2020 was a time and everyone was losing their mind. So I don't know how that happened, but that's where she was. She explained a lot of people don't know that Beyonce is my last name. It's my maiden name. My name was Celestine Beyonce, which is an iconic name. But she didn't think it was a cool thing to have. She wanted her name to be like Linda Smith because those were the cool names. So due to a clerical error, others, including her brother and his children, now have Beyonce as their last name. She said she thinks she and her brother Skip are the only ones that have Beyonce. And then when she questioned, why is my brother's name spelled Beyonce? My mom's reply to me was, that's what they put on your birth certificate. So I said to her, well, why didn't you argue and make them correct it? And she said, I did one time, the first time, and I was told, be happy that you're even getting a birth certificate because at one time, Black people didn't get birth certificates. And then Tina said it must have been horrible for her own mother not to be able to spell her children's names correctly. So they all have different spelling. And yeah, so if you didn't know, that's an interesting backstory to it. And once again, this whole Renaissance, or whatever we're calling the whole era, is about reclaiming, rediscovering,
a lot of history,
bringing to light things. And this is like one of those moments. Yeah. And kind of saying a lot by flaunting that name and, knowing that it was done out of error and her mother wasn't allowed to speak up about it. Really wild. But it's definitely showing the times. And yeah, this whole campaign has meaning and intention.
It's giving power to it.
Yeah.
I find the cover to be so striking.
Yes. That one, the Statue of Liberty one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got a lot more Cowboy Carter. It is coming very soon. I'm very interested.
Yeah, next week.
I'm interested to see how it sounds because now I'm wondering just how much she's only sort of touching the genre, but also making a, quote, Beyonce album. Like, yeah, I'm really interested to hear it.
Not much longer to wait.
And the collaborators.
Oh, I hope she does something with the Chicks again.
I feel like that's the most likely thing. It would be full circle. That would make a lot of sense. But
I just love that it inspired this.
Yeah.
Doing something out of spite or revenge is never really like the fully healthiest thing to do, but like it usually kicks off incredible content and ideas.
Yeah.
So I did something similar recently, so I'm here for it.
Yeah, was Coming Down Your Chimney inspired by revenge?
No, that was inspired by an edible.
Okay.
No.
Well,
but there was a piece of content that I did that went insanely viral very recently that was out of spite. And 8.
Sometimes it can inspire art.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love that. As you said, not long to go, and we will wait to hear it. In the meantime, we've got plenty of memes to come out of this. We've got the flag memes.
Everything is so... The way that everyone just does the promo.
Just immediately.
For her.
The Italian flag, replacing it. Anne Marie Lastrassi.
Yeah, there's literally a flag, because the flag is in the cover, so Stan Twitter has put literally every country flag.
Yeah.
The Barb flag, the Pride flag. What did I see?
The bear flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
We sure will.
It's coming out next week. And also, we have a little bit of announcement for our Icon subscribers over on patreon.com/legends only. Our next live chat is Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Yes, that's Thursday, the 28th.
Right before the Beyonce drop.
We can gather up our final thoughts and then watch them all be wrong.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
It does happen a lot.
But if you would like to support us, if you love this podcast, if we make you laugh and you want to listen to more, we do an after show every week after the main show. All of that content can be found at patreon.com/legends only.
Oh, I see what you did there.
That melody. There's dozens and dozens of bonus content, or you can just support if you want to support. You can be a legend or an icon. You can also send us some support by leaving a 5-star review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. And if you have a little extra time and you're not driving in your car, you can write a review on Apple Podcasts and it would really help us out.
Yeah, or do it while you're driving your car. Just
No.
do it with your feet while you're driving or something.
You should not be texting and driving.
That's fine.
If you're driving in your car, eyes on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hands at 10 and 2, and one other hand on the phone writing a review.
If you're wondering where you can find all of this, you can go to legendsonlypodcast.com, and there is a shortcut for everything right there.
So handy.
We love a shortcut.
We do.
We love making things easy.
We do. We don't do it nearly enough.
No.
Well, speaking of girl group members, there was a moment across the pond in our UK Minute segment of the podcast. This is born out of my
Your
head.
brain.
This is what the inside of my brain looks like.
The last remaining brain cells.
Literally the 5 remaining brain cells congregated. I never saw this coming. Apple Music did a, I guess, conference inspired by International Women's Day, I want to say, I'm guessing, where they had 5 members of 5 iconic UK girl groups all congregate to discuss their experiences. Yes, okay, it was to celebrate Women's History Month. That's right, because we're in March. That makes sense. Okay. Like, where are we? Okay.
On Legends Only, it's always Women's History
That's
Month.
actually true.
That's
Girls.
girls.
Actually true. Every month.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had a gathering of Shaznay Lewis of All Saints, Nicola Roberts, Girls Aloud, Keisha Buchanan, Sugar Babes, Mel C of Spice Girls, and Leanne of Little Mix, all together to discuss their experience as being part of the biggest girl bands of the past 30 years. Yeah, this is kind of the ultimate for me. I don't even know what to say exactly.
I was today years old when I learned that All Saints was a girl group and not a clothing brand. Not just a clothing brand.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'm unashamed to admit the truth.
okay. All right. Well, you can look up, you might know like Never Ever. I think you'll know Never Ever. If you listen to it.
I probably know.
Yes.
Because as I dive into these girl groups, I'm like, oh, wait, I know this. I've heard this out.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like that's the one you'll know. Trying to think, there's also Pure Shores and Black Coffee. Anyway, we'll see. Together they have somebody sent me actually the amount. Oh yeah, shout out to Keith Caulfield at Billboard who's counted it up. Of the UK top 10, Spice Girls 10, All Saints 9, Little Mix 19, Sugar Babes 18, 16 with Keisha, Girls Aloud 21.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, Power 4 needs one girl more. They could have had more if they kept going.
Well,
Does Headlines get a number 1? No.
I think it went on 10. Yeah,
Should
it must have. Yeah. I'm sure it did. But yeah, this is just really cool to see. I mean, I really do feel bad for the Saturdays who did not get representation in this. Otherwise, pretty cool. Bananarama also would have been nice to see there. But as far as UK legendary
Fifth Harmony,
girl groups, please.
Girlicious. Chelsea Corca.
My God. Maybe for the Canadian girl group meetup, I would live. So that was my happy update for me personally.
When do you go to the UK?
In June, I will be seeing Girls Aloud, now with Flory opening. Shout out to Flory, who just announced her debut album, opening at the O2. If you know, you truly know.
Yeah, if you know Flory, call 911, the Avenue theme song. If you know, you know.
Yes. I will be there in June for either both Mighty Hoopla and Girls Aloud or just Girls Aloud. But I will be there. We're still deciding. It's a lot. A lot of treks across the globe.
Are they 1 week apart?
No, 3.
2. Oh.
So it's awkward.
They should have, timed that a
They
little.
should have timed that a little better. It's fine.
I mean, hey, just go for a month.
I'm considering.
Why not?
Airbnb it.
Find some man that will let you stay at their apartment.
Well-
I'm sure it won't be hard. You could probably honestly jump around to a handful.
I don't know if that would be the problem as much as working 5 hours ahead. That probably would suck. Maybe not.
No.
I just wouldn't be
adjusted
able to
pretty
do
quick.
anything at night, really. Maybe I will. All right, I'll look into it.
Just slowly shift your schedule the week before.
Okay, and all
You'll
the
adjust.
the The men who are offering up their homes, just DM me with the dates and times. Thank you.
Someone out there probably has a spare bedroom.
Yeah.
Or they'll just offer the bed. God. I should offer that so I can go see Luann at Mighty Hoopa.
Yeah, you should. You should put it out there in the world that you need a bed to sleep in to see Luann.
Yeah.
Somebody will offer.
Well, we'll find out. Okay. More on her later.
Yeah. Speaking of gigs, while everyone in the world is releasing an album, Lady Gaga is going back to Las Vegas.
Do we care? No. Is she still the queen? Yes.
This has to be some sort of contract that was signed that got delayed because of the pandemic. I don't know what. I don't know.
She loves her jazz.
It's not for me.
She loves
it is
her
for
piano.
other people.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
She's going back to Vegas for jazz and piano this summer while everyone else is releasing albums and touring. Maybe she just needs to dust things off while she's working on whatever this is she's working on.
She loves doing this. You can really tell.
Yeah,
the
she
videos,
loves
she
jazz and
is
piano.
in her element.
She does. She loves going up to a gay couple and like razzle dazzle it, talking them and be like, "What are you doing here, Sonny?" She gets to live her Rat Pack fantasy. Speaking of rats, no, we had talked about that already. The Joanne drag brunch. I keep seeing content around it. The Paper Magazine did a whole photo shoot.
Oh yeah, they went and covered it.
Yes.
We need to go.
We really do.
I'll go. It's on like a Wednesday night, right?
Yes. And actually, speaking of Gaga, to do a self promo for a moment, we are, if you are an NYC Legends Only listener, on March 30th, we are having the Rah Rah Bitch Ball, powered by DJ John Ali, hosted by moi. We are celebrating the life and legacy of Miss Lady Gaga.
Someone has to.
Someone has to. And doing a full playback of The Fame Monster in honor of 15 years. 15. Since Bad Romance.
Wow.
Feels good.
We don't need to get into that conversation.
We don't need to get into that.
I'm about to be 36.
Yep.
The Saturn returned. Sent me flying. I'm really, we're going through it a little bit, but it's fine.
Well, if you'd like to join us, it's at $3 bill on March 30th, Saturday. See you there. Now, while we'll be celebrating her legacy, I guess she's building on it with...
Some would say.
Something is happening in the studio.
There's something, but then we got an update from Variety that really just shifted my thoughts on all of this promo that she's been doing.
Oh.
She's been writing about being in LA, posting photos with the guitar, little hints of things, the sound waves and a DAW. A DAW means digital audio workstation. So when you see me post on my Instagram stories, she did one of those. And then Variety comes out and says that there's 15 songs that are going to be in Joker 2 interpolated. And
I do want to say the tweet sounded like a threat.
It did.
It said 15 well-known or popular songs will be included in Joker 2.
That's too many songs.
It's too many songs.
That's
now,
a musical.
So this is Moulin Rouge, a bloody Moulin Rouge now.
Okay, kind of a serve.
It's either going to be a masterpiece or a camp classic. There is no in between, or both. Who knows? But 15 songs means we're fully in Moulin Rouge territory. It's going to be
I think that
powering through.
That's longer than the Burlesque soundtrack, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
Burlesque is close.
Yeah.
Yeah, Burlesque, 10 songs. That's more songs than Burlesque. You haven't seen the last of me.
Well, we do know
that in Vegas.
We know at least one song is Judy Garland's rendition of That's Entertainment because we heard her recording it or performing it on the set, and Variety also confirmed that. So we do have a classic in there. I don't know if that means then they will all be sort of golden era Hollywood songs, or if they're going to be LMFAO. But Gaga's either going to sing Shots or Judy Garland songs. I feel like it's going to veer Garland.
I don't even honestly really know the plot of the movie.
Right.
I don't even know. I literally don't know who Harley Quinn is other than Fortnite. I'm so, I don't even know what the character she's playing.
You're fully in the dark on this one.
Is she dating Joker?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
is it like a good, like, are they partners in crime?
Yeah.
Or is she like
partners in crime. Good way to put it.
Okay, so does she do bad things?
Yeah.
Because Batman saves the day,
Right.
And the Joker's the bad guy,
Right.
Okay, that's kind of a serve, to be honest. That is very her.
Yeah.
Huh.
She's going to be causing mayhem.
Mama, I'm in love with a criminal.
Maybe she'll do that.
That is an idea.
That is
Wait a
an
minute. And she could do that in jazz and piano.
She could.
What else is a song about? Like, I wanna be bad, make you feel so good. What else? Wait, this is fun. Bad girl. Talking about.
Oh, I could see her doing that actually.
Toot, toot. Beep, beep.
As she's running people over.
Oh my God. Wait.
I could see that actually. One of these predictions will be right.
Yeah. Our next road trip, we just pick all songs.
About crime, vigilante shit.
Wait, that's an idea.
Yep.
For all of our Patreon supporters that know what we're talking about with our road trips that we do, do we like this concept? Let us know on Discord.
It's already a threat, so I do feel like she's in character. I'm scared.
She's having fun though, whatever.
She sure is. She's also doing something with these IG stories. She most recently posted a photo of a typewriter on a bed, and there was a magazine cover of The Fame, or it was like a comic book of The Fame. Definitely trolling us. Knew that would cause a panic.
That was a setup.
That was
for
a
sure.
setup. That was a setup.
I don't trust her.
Somebody zoomed in. They zoomed into the typewriter and they saw one lyric. So she is writing lyrics. She's writing something. Now the typewriter, if you'll recall, was a emblem of the Joanne era, which was put in our faces a lot. She was like typing away John Wayne on the typewriter. But
some would argue ahead of her time.
Others would argue
Not me, but
before, after its time. But you have to imagine her typing away, writing sour candy, so sweet that I get a little angry.
So good.
My.
You know what? Actually, thinking about it, Joanne is really just iconic. The pink hat, the fact that we talk about it all the time. We refer to anyone who goes country as their Joanne era. It's the name of the restaurant.
Well,
like,
it's certainly a name.
Does anyone else have a flop era that's that iconic? Bionic. I will live and die on that hill. To be clear to any new listeners who may just be hearing this for context, flop to the general public.
Right.
Not a flop in this room.
Not in this room. Correct.
To be clear. Context.
Bionic,
important.
That is.
Yes. Ahead of its time.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're clarifying.
Joanne, I'm so
not for me.
on.
It's not for me.
But I'm also not
okay.
like violently against it.
No,
like,
because the pink hat, the cover is like
well, beyond the big hat. John Wayne I had
branding.
a moment for. What was it? Dancing in Circles I had a moment for. End statement.
Yeah. Whatever. You can't be a legend if you don't have a flop era.
Right. And I would hardly even call it that. Once again, just like Bionic, like it's still like top 10, top 5, or even I think it went number 1. I don't know. It's like it's all in the eye of the stand holder.
Yeah. Sure is.
Speaking of Moulin Rouge, actually.
And
I think we should,
her stylist.
Oh, and her stylist. Wow, we really
do you see how I
did that?
You know, I like to organize this.
Yeah.
There's always some kind of a bridge.
There is a bridge to get over.
I wish there would be more bridges in
pop music. Well,
songs.
We will be getting to that.
I think it's time for a little segment that we like to call High Fashion. So editorial.
Guys, this is awesome.
This is a billboard.
This is super high fashion.
Oh my God, that's so high fashion.
So high fashion.
Gaga's stylist.
Yeah, Nicola Formichetti.
Or creative director. It's creative direction.
Right.
And styling.
Yeah.
Brand direct. I don't want to be like,
Yeah, and I don't know that it's always been every era.
No, but it was
certainly,
Chromatica.
Yeah, during the some real pivotal moments of her career. He has styled / creative designed, organized this photo shoot for Moulin Rouge star Nicole Kidman. Elle spread. Absolutely stunning. It's called The Secret Superpower of Nicole Kidman.
I hope you keep on serving cunt. Okay.
I saw this. It's such a serve for her.
Thoroughly. High fashion, touching herself on a mirror, blazers.
It is Cavant, but classy.
Yes, like some lingerie looks, some sitting in a chair look. She's really elevated going to the theater and sitting down in the chair. She said AMC to AM Slay. She's...
That's what the C in AMC stands
That's
for.
true.
Did you know that?
That is true.
Yeah. American Movies of Cavant.
Right.
I don't even know what AMC stands for.
I actually don't either.
Who cares?
Yeah. But yeah, kudos to Nicole and Nicola.
Also, if you are out there and you ever need to explain to someone what serving Cavant means.
And I also think that you should explain you using that specific term.
Oh, okay. So I say Cavant
Right.
here on the podcast
Yeah.
because we publish on YouTube and we also have ads now. So I don't want to say too many inappropriate words that would get us flagged. So instead, I replace the U with a V
Right.
so that we can say it without actually saying it.
Yes. And then I think you just bleep me out when I say those things.
It slips sometime. And
Yeah.
in the after show, it's fully uncensored.
Right.
But, I just want to be mindful
Right.
for our viewers. Some might have kids in the back seat.
That's
And
true.
they're like, could you imagine someone
Little Susie hearing you.
Little Susie's like, Mommy, I'm serving Cavant today. But anyway, the point is, if you have anyone in your life who doesn't understand this concept, this is the perfect post to send them to
Yeah.
explain it. Because I feel like this is top tier.
Mm,
Like this is actually
yeah.
in the sphere of serving
hmm
that.
Yeah. She's kind of incapable of not serving.
Yeah, it's true.
While some superstars are allergic to serving, won't name names.
I think I just read your mind. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Well, you'd think with all the money.
Is
But-
it?
No.
Oh, I'm beeping that out.
But
now I'm.
well, we'll have to wait and see.
You can say it. I'll beep it out. Oh, never.
Never. But like it's so rare.
But you know what? That's fine.
It is fine. We
Yeah.
welcome all shades of serving.
I don't serve Cavant. It's fine.
But you do when you need to.
I don't know about that one, but okay, that's your story.
Whenever the time calls.
Okay. Okay.
Well, while others are allergic, she is attracted to it. What is the opposite of an allergy? A
magnet.
A magnet. Yeah. She lives and breathes it. So thank you, Nicole, for once again delivering.
They had a Moulin Rouge book at Barnes and Noble.
Yeah.
I know. I felt very like I tried doing what I did in Paris this past week. So I went to a bookstore
Mhm.
to go work,
Mhm.
and I was looking at they had a huge Moulin Rouge like coffee table book.
Oh, was it like all about the movie? Or
Yeah,
about the
and, like,
actual Moulin
everything.
Rouge? Oh,
All of it. Mm-hmm.
that sounds good. The Barbie book is out. Speaking of high fashion,
Yes.
the Margot Robbie lookbook is out. People
Not
are
sponsored.
clamoring. Yes, I haven't seen it yet, but I do see that it is out. Genius,
They
honestly.
had the huge poster outside.
Oh.
I went to the Barnes and Noble Union Square.
Okay.
It was so nice that it was like busy.
Yeah,
People were like buying books.
that's
There's
good
like
to
that smell of a
Oh, I
Barnes.
love
You
it.
know that smell? It's like magazine meets coffee.
I mean, I worked there. I know it well.
Yeah. I felt so at peace.
Yeah. I was at my happiest when I was working in the music section of the Milford, Connecticut Barnes and Noble. And it's all been downhill from there.
It's a Lana Del Rey song.
Yes. Where they still serve old fashioned Coca-Cola at the Milford, Connecticut Barnes and Noble. Anyway, we've gone from Nicole Kidman to your fave.
Speaking of magazines,
Speaking of magazines,
Rolling Stone magazine, Trisha Paytas referencing Britney Spears. I mean,
99
hello.
shoot, the shoot with the Teletubby, Tinky Winky.
Yeah. Not only is she in the digital version, but
Right.
the article is in the print.
Wow, it's the real deal. Yeah, this is a reference, the reference. And you know that I actually am curious if obviously she would present that idea on her
Totally.
own. I just wonder if they came to her with the idea. because that would make her life, I'm sure.
I bet they did, and she was like, "Oh well, duh. I have the outfit."
Yeah, just so happens.
Yeah,
gets the phone, gets the Tinky Winky. I'm ready.
I love her. I'm so happy for this era that she's been having lately.
Yeah, the podcast has had Heidi Montag, Lux Noir London, who will be at the Rah Rah Bitch Ball performing, and who was the most recent one? There was somebody, Olivia O'Brien, I want to say. I forget. But anyway, yeah, she's thriving with guests.
We need more music though.
From Trisha.
Trisha, I want to remix Freaky so bad.
Oh, I think you should. And then you should just DM her.
I should email her. Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe a DM.
She's busy.
Yeah.
You know.
Well.
Anyway, we love.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of our social media queens, I think it's time for our next segment that's still going.
For now.
I feel like that whole TikTok thing like died this week. It like never.
Yeah, I guess we got to find out if
okay.
it passes all the way up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's time for this next segment that we like to call
TikTok Talk while it lasts.
All right. So follow up to last week, we talked about Cosmo, Queen of Melrose.
Mm-hmm.
So what do I do? As I always do, I start doing some deep diving. There is an interview with Cosmo that is on a YouTube channel called Soft White Underbelly, which not sponsored, but like, did you see this? Have you seen this yet?
Not yet.
Okay. It's one of those things where you have to like really sit down and like you get sucked in.
Yeah.
This YouTube channel is fascinating. It is heart-wrenching. It is heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm.
The interviews that this man does. But anyway, he does an interview with Cosmo, and her backstory is extremely fascinating. Has seen like the highest of highs, the lowest of lows. It's very, very, very fascinating. I don't know another word. I'm not like, anyway, that's the point. Go check out this YouTube interview. And also, Cosmo has a YouTube channel and is now doing more TikToks and really stepping out there.
The Madonna TikTok really set things off.
It did.
Yeah.
But I also, like, when I posted about Cosmo, I got a lot of DMs from people in LA who were like, oh, that's where I've gotten costumes from. I used to sell clothes there. I used to make clothes, and Cosmo would sell them in her boutique.
Always
like
been
an
a
actual
legend.
like legend in LA. So I'm excited if you see her story, because I won't spoil it. I feel like you should watch this video.
Mm-hmm.
You'll appreciate this like rise in popularity that she's having right now, because it's extremely deserved. And I'm rooting and hoping that it continues to get bigger and bigger.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to do the deep dive, but I'm excited. I've seen a lot of tweets that were what was the tweet? It was like, I just know 3 minutes with her outside smoking would change my life.
This YouTube interview was like, anyway, also on TikTok, it's just like the way that like these things like always like cycle around and around. So if you guys know, there's a clip, I've posted this so many times on my Instagram, of the guy on the Wendy Williams show who's like, have you ever worn 6-inch heels? I haven't. And then Wendy looks over and gives, like, we all know what she's thinking.
An incredible look.
Yes. Basically, like, what do you mean you haven't? Like, clearly you have.
Mm-hmm.
Said
like
the
sucks
F word.
her tongue, kind of. Yeah.
Without saying it.
Yes.
The gay
Yep.
did a TikTok stitching with the one that went viral and explaining the story, is in fact a gay, and just expressed nothing but love for Wendy and the team and the show for having him on. And
very sweet.
Yeah, we always get the backstory to this stuff. I love it.
But that one comment and that one clip, it's funny how people are taking it and running with it, because you never get the full story, and it's really easy to like judge something. And it's not, I don't take offense to it. I think it's funny, and I'm kind of honored in some weird way to be part of like this moment in pop culture history, which is pretty cool. And to have been a part of the Wendy Williams show for so long was just a complete honor. So I'm very much gay. I've been openly gay for a lot of years. I'm married to that guy back there. He's the love of my life. And yeah, I hadn't worn 6-inch heels because I'm 6'5".
We needed to know for sure about the 6-inch heels, though, because I feel like we don't know the true story about whether he walked around in those heels.
Have you ever worn 6-inch heels?
I have.
I have too.
I have.
Yeah.
Lady Gaga, 2009 Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't break out the measuring tape. I don't know if they were 6-inch, but they felt that high.
Yeah, mine were like 4, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, new appreciation for the high heel wearers.
I don't know how.
I don't know how the girls are dancing in them, let alone walking.
Standing.
Yeah.
I wore the highest ones for my one drag performance where I did Hold It Against Me.
Yeah.
And I was an idiot and I waited till like day of when I was like, oh, these are gonna look so good. They're thigh
but didn't
highs.
actually practice in them.
No.
Yeah.
I get on stage, I can't move.
Baby giraffe.
Cannot move my legs.
Yeah.
So I just stood there.
Mm-hmm.
Almost fell off of the little, because we started in the beginning and like I did the dress like from the music video.
Yes.
And like everyone, my dancers hid on my dancers. My friend Rory and Alicia hid underneath the dress and I was on a platform.
Yes.
Almost fell off the platform.
Yep.
Got down, could not move. Just stood there.
Park and bark.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine too.
Yep.
Still a sight, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I do think actually all men should be required to wear heels once in their life. To know.
Makes your legs look really good.
It does make your
It
legs
makes
look
the
great.
calves.
Yeah, it does accentuate. But I think they need to know. I think you absolutely need to know at least once what it is like.
Yeah.
Because I do think it like shifted my whole worldview. Like, not that I didn't know that. Oh, of course, they looked uncomfortable, but then to actually walk, you're like, this is insane that we ask our pop stars to do the Hold It Against Me break in these.
It's true.
Yeah.
I mean, the girls back in the day used to do it in sneakers
Yeah.
before fucking 4K TV
Right.
and Stan Twitter.
Right.
Back in the day when like there wasn't the fucking online critics, you could get away with wearing sneakers that don't match.
Wear your sneakers. Put
Bring
your
back-
sneakers on.
Bring back SD television.
Bring back the RuPaul's Drag Race Season 1 blur.
Yeah.
A generous smear of Vaseline, please.
I mean, we talked about this last week. The Gen Z girlies are bringing back the old school digital cameras.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Just saying. Just saying.
Just saying.
But yeah, this gay AJ Gibson.
Yeah.
Also kind of hot. I said it.
Noted.
I'm just like gonna put that out there. I was
Gonna
like,
put that-
oh,
gonna mark that.
confirmed.
Yeah.
Follow.
Well, speaking of back in the day,
Oh Lord.
back when you and I grew up in the Bronx,
Drag them, queen.
it's not a good week for J-Lo.
No.
It feels odd to me that the entirety of TikTok has decided to discover that J-Lo has talked about the Bronx in her documentary and in her Vogue 98, whatever it is, questions, and they're questioning it.
So context for everyone. We had the J-Lo movie, This Is Me Now.
Yes, we endured.
We reviewed it on Patreon.
Yes.
I didn't really hate it.
Right.
Spoiler.
It's a music video.
Yeah, it's outrageous. It's like, I
Yeah.
have to stand.
Right.
And then there was a follow-up documentary, which I did not watch.
I did not, but I've seen
That.
plenty of the clips
Yeah.
on TikTok.
That's the clip that's going viral. It's
Yes,
like this
one
moment.
clip of her hunched over on a bench with her curls out,
hmm
tossing it around dramatically, being like, this reminds me of when I was 16 running around the Bronx,
Yeah.
being a little girl.
Like taking my hair out like this. It reminds me like when I was 16 in the Bronx, running up and down the block. A crazy little girl who used to be wild and no limits, all dreams and
And someone stitched this and was like, I was on set and we did this 12 takes. And basically, like, and people were like, did you just break an NDA? Like, all this. I don't even know if it's real or not.
Right.
But then it became a CapCut template.
Yes.
And all these people come out of the woodworks like, I went to high school with her. This is a lot. It's just outrageous.
You know, I watched a little TikTok essay about this. I think what's happening is that J-Lo does not come across as authentic, and that is being highlighted.
Yeah.
I think he was bringing up examples like Cardi B being very much the Cardi B that we knew from Vine and Love and
The
Hip
strip
Hop.
club days.
Like, that hasn't changed.
No, not at all.
Like, even though we have less access to Beyonce, she's still that girl from Destiny's Child. Like, that hasn't changed. Like, he was bringing up examples of like people who seem authentic then and now versus how J-Lo presents or reminisces about her past. And it's felt over the top.
Yeah, I will say this. Number one, for anyone who's felt like I have been shady towards J-Lo,
This is so much worse.
this is so much worse
Yeah.
than anything I've ever my jokes are so dumb and stupid. Like I always make jokes about like they're so dumb. Like,
but it's like all resurfacing. The Ashanti interviews about involvement in the songs, all of it is being called into question, and this comes on top of 7 of her dates being canceled, reportedly due to maybe low sales. It's just like, it's a lot.
It's so over the top.
It's really over the top.
And part of me feels like so many people are just lying for views.
That's true too. And then they also brought up her Vogue questions when she said like when she would go to the bodega, she'd get a ham and cheese and an orange drink. And all these people are like, what the hell's an orange drink? Because she said like, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
And nobody knows what that is, I guess.
Like a Fanta or like
I don't know.
Orange soda?
I do not imbibe anything orange.
You've never had an orange soda?
Juice, yes. No, orange soda, no.
Oh.
I've tasted it, but
back in my day, we had it in high school and we also had it in elementary school. It was like it was basically like a Fanta. It was just called orange soda.
Yeah.
And it was in a little carton.
Yeah.
I think it was good.
I love orange juice. I do love an orange juice.
Reminds me of that meme. What's like, the orange soda.
Yeah.
The Sims,
yeah.
Kardashians.
But people are definitely combing through, looking for all evidence of her being a phony. And I do think this also comes on top, and we have talked about this. She's like notoriously a blind item for being potentially, allegedly a mean girl.
Yeah.
So.
And the Today Show, Kelly Rowland, she caught strays on that story.
Yeah, that's right. I feel, I don't know.
Me neither.
I still love the music, and I still enjoy J-Lo as a triple threat entertainer that she is. But people are really going in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel we've said this before with people like who are in on the joke. Like once she reaches a point where she can be in on the joke.
Yeah.
That I think is when perception's going to start changing.
Yeah, because I think that's the camp of this documentary is it's so self-serious. Like,
right, it's too serious.
Right.
No,
watching all these celebrities say no to the documentary or to the movie, like having her like be so dramatic about the life or deathness of this project. Like, yeah, it's
the Love Don't Cost a Thing challenge.
The Love Don't Cost a Thing challenge.
No one lets that go.
It's just kind of, yeah. But I feel bad at the same time because I also feel like there's an element of like, you guys don't let anything be fun. Like,
yeah,
she's like a fun entertainer. It's not exactly like she's, ever claimed to be sort of like a Taylor Swift or whatever. I don't know, like a whatever. I've
said it in the past and I'll say it again. J-Lo, that was me then. This is me now. You need to send your classic dance tracks to some new DJs. Get those tracks playing at Ultra. Everyone will eat it the fuck up, waiting for tonight. Get your bops, refresh them.
Yeah.
Get them out there. Also, with the new album, Rebound is so good. Why is that not getting like a remix circuit?
Yeah. I don't know. But I do think at the end of the day, all these people will shut the fuck up in the club when Waiting for Tonight comes on. Or on the floor. Like 3 drinks in, you're going to have a party. She's a party. I don't know.
If you had my love. Gaga should cover that in Joker 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Waiting for tonight.
Well, we are watching and learning and seeing where the narrative goes.
Yeah, I started hitting not interested on TikTok. When you like, you hold.
Which I feel like it doesn't work.
No, you have to do it like 3 or 4 or 5 times and then it finally works.
I've just been blocking people. Yeah, I feel like I can't take it. Because I still see them show up when I hit not interested. So I'm like, block.
Yeah, I've started blocking too now.
Yeah, it's peaceful.
I used to be like a mute, don't block.
Right.
On like X and all that thing.
Yeah.
Now, I am a blocker.
Yeah.
If you are in my mentions with some negative shit from an anonymous account, blocked. I don't even think about it anymore. I'm just like, go get a hobby, get a coloring book. Go for a walk. Why are you in my mentions?
Take a stroll.
Like, I'm like, there's so much out there to do. Watch a YouTube tutorial.
There's so much hate in this world.
Yeah. Literally. I'm just like, bye.
I know.
I don't need this energy.
No, certainly don't.
I found a deeper well last week, okay?
Yeah, you're still down there. Some of you could benefit from dropping into one.
Yeah. Go stream Superficial by Heidi Montag.
Yeah.
Why are you in my DMs?
Yeah.
Why are you in my mentions? Being negative. Anyway.
Yeah. I haven't Oh, wait, I was just fighting on X. I was like, oh, I haven't. Yeah, I was. I was fighting some royalists.
Oh, yeah, you like snapped.
I was snapping at apparently a presenter, a radio presenter.
Oh.
But then a bunch of people slid in my DMs and said he's like notoriously awful. I don't know. I had to put my foot down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me versus the Palace. Me against the Palace featuring Madonna.
Oh, kind of a serve.
Yeah.
Anyway,
when I'm not fighting people on the internet, I have been walking around my apartment on repeat saying this phrase to myself, staring at the wall just constantly. Thank you, Miss Dula Peep, for podemos escuchar la radio, por favor. Gracias.
Podemos escuchar la radio, por favor. Gracias.
The way, it's not even funny, but it's so funny. Like the way she just intimately was like, podemos escuchar la radio, por favor. Gracias. It was just so like,
Dula lingo.
Yeah. I'm obsessed with it. Do you, context clues, you know what that means?
I heard please and thank you.
She's saying, can we listen to the radio, please? Thank you.
Oh.
So a lot of people have been editing it into meme form of her saying it, and then like a regional Mexican track starts playing, or like Becky G or something, and as she's like sitting back smiling and making a kiss at the camera. It's not even funny, but it is funny. It's just like, I just love watching her say it, and it's become a meme to me. And Galavaro from Drag Race also like recreated it, and I don't know. Podemos escuchar la radio, por favor. Gracias. I love it. I thank you, Miss Peep. When you're not being chased by sharks, you are down. I mean, somebody tweeted jet lag is afraid of her.
Seriously.
She went from Mexico City to, what was it? Was
Singapore.
it Singapore for a Porsche event?
Yeah.
And now is promoting God knows where. Jet lag is afraid of her. I don't know how she does it, to be honest.
Me neither.
Vacation, Mexico, Australia, wherever you are, there she is.
It did have me thinking about when Britney was doing like the car campaigns and like all the overseas commercials and ads.
Mm-hmm.
It was like reminding me of that era a little bit.
Yeah.
And those were serving.
Of course.
Also, there's that YouTube channel, and I can't remember I follow it, but I don't remember what it's called. They just did, and we've had a conversation about like AI and like the pros and the cons. Here is a pro. There is AI that can upscale videos.
Mm-hmm.
They posted the Z100. You know that ad that's like on the green screen, and she's got
it's one of my favorites.
Pin straight hair.
2003 Z100
Times
ad.
Square in the background.
Times Square.
She's spitting Cavant. They upscaled it 4K with AI. It's on YouTube. Everyone go look.
That's good.
But I fell into a rabbit hole of that. So I'm seeing like all this, like the Singapore and like the car commercials. And then Dua Lipa was like, oh God, not Dua. Dua was like,
Dua Lipa.
Anyway, sorry. My brain. I don't even know what I just said. What did I just say?
You said, podemos escuchar la radio, por favor.
Oh.
Gracias.
Merci.
Merci. Yeah, she truly is Duolingo, though.
Literally.
She said in the interview for Radical Optimism that she wants to learn all the languages because she's like she wants French and Spanish and everything. So she's on her way.
Well, there's your idea. Call it Duolingo.
Literally, she needs to do like a big tie-in with Duolingo.
I just literally gave away thousands of millions of dollar campaign right there.
Yep.
I'm still looking for work. If anyone is part of a small to mid-sized creative team and looking for talent to join, hey. But anyway, Duo is also like his little icons on the home screen. It changes all the time.
Yeah.
So the day gets closer to ending, he starts like raging, and it will literally, he'll be like red in the face, staring at you. It's extremely funny. Whoever does these illustrations.
Well, you better keep practicing.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm on the present tense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing better than the present. Radical optimism in the present.
Yeah. Well, there is another trend on TikTok that has been absolutely sending me. It is the lemonade, all right? No Chick-fil-A stop. But there is an account that I found that is a puppet rat that dubs over viral sounds. And they dubbed over the lemonade, which is how I discovered it.
The no Chick-fil-A girl.
Yeah.
A lemonade, all right. And then can I also have barbecue sauce? Or do you have like a buffalo sauce? No Chick-fil-A sauce? No Chick-fil-A sauce.
This is just one of those internet things. So if you don't know who the hell this is she's working at Chick-fil-A, taking an order and giving goofy faces while asking if you want barbecue sauce, no Chick-fil-A sauce.
Eliminate, all right. I feel like it was a friend that filmed it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now it's been memed. A real doll has been created of it. Have you seen that?
Oh, there's
It's
so many.
crazy. It looks just like her too.
Yes. We've talked about that account, I think, before.
Yeah.
The doll account. And the animations. And like, I would have had so fun in high school on TikTok, but I would have regretted having all of that on the internet, probably.
Yeah, the digital footprint is heavy. Yeah.
It's just LiveJournal, but that's all gone now.
Yeah, like you would be known as no Chick-fil-A sauce boy.
Oh, me and my lifeguard girlies would have been hooting and hollering.
Oh yeah, you'd be known as the lifeguard who was doing the Danny Kane damage dance and fell and cracked his head on TikTok.
Yeah. I would basically have been Benji.
Yeah, definitely.
Who also went viral on Twitter this week because someone tweeted, this MF gets all the trade, and it was doing numbers.
And indeed, I'm sure he does.
We will post this on our Instagram at legendsonly_pod.
Yes.
So you can see specifically this puppet rat that dubs over every viral sound.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I have a new discovery who I'm really excited about. Her name is Ann Douglas.
You're an early...
I'm an early adopter. I got in at 1850 followers. She's at 3,000 now. I'm extremely fascinated. So I got in on a TikTok of her staring at the screen and picking up stars and saying, "Te amo, namaste." She is alarming, but kind. She's the perfect mixture of everything that I kind of am looking for in a TikTok legend. I feel like there's incredible lore that I'm still discovering. I don't know if that I have the answers, but her thing seems to be picking up jewelry or various like trinkets, showing them to you for an uncomfortable amount of time, staring really closely into the camera and saying, "Te amo, namaste." And that's it. But then she'll also throw her sunglasses off sometimes when she wants to get a little sassy and show off her OOTD.
Which stands for Outfit of the Day.
Yes. Now, perhaps more intriguingly, she did hold up a book called "If I Walk Out That Door" by Ann Douglas in one of these I need to look this up. I think she might be an author or just wrote that one book. It's giving Grey Gardens. It's giving unclear actually what it is giving, but a little bit
is this like
Hereditary
witch talk vibes?
Maybe.
I'm sensing energies. I'll just say that.
She's definitely speaking to somebody she lost because she constantly hashtags for Freddie Cox.
Oh, well,
COX. She also has been posting, I believe it's a clothing brand called Salamanda, #Salamanda Boutique. Just extremely odd vibes that I'm really connecting with. Definitely witchy. She's definitely channeling some sort of spirit.
I love a witch talk.
I just am not sure if she's fully a witch or just bringing those unsettling vibes on her own.
Which is not a negative, by the way.
No, I'm very connected to this.
Yeah, I have to call someone to sage soon.
To sage your place?
Yeah, we don't need to talk about it on the main because I don't want people to think I'm crazy, but...
That would be the final straw
they're all
for
like,
sure.
What do you mean? Like,
yeah, that would definitely finally do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you later.
I'll post her in our Instagram carousel. You could see an example. The girls that get it. Anyway.
All right. Well, it is time for the new music of the week, and there is certainly plenty.
There is.
So I will quickly just shout out some tit shakers that you can add to your playlist.
Oh.
These next two songs are oldies. Well, not oldies, but like didn't come out this week that I discovered through TikTok and Spotify radio that I'm obsessed with.
Yeah.
The first one is by an artist, Jack Wins. Us, What About, which is a flip of Brandy's song, and it is so good. It is so fresh, and I feel like it could definitely, you know,
pop off.
You guys will be into this one. Also, Barbara Tucker, the song Beautiful People. This came out in 2022. It's the Obscure remix. OBSKUR. We will add it to the Legends Only weekly playlist.
Yeah.
And then this week, Porter Robinson came out with a new track called Cheerleader that I'm very into.
Remember the Cheerleader song that was everywhere in 2015?
Oh,
14 or 15?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could not get enough of that.
Could
everywhere.
Not. That was back when we had like more definite songs of the summer. It was that and something else. God, that was inescapable.
Know what else is back in the EDM waves?
No.
Somebody that I used to know.
Oh yeah, I did know that.
Is like having a Gen Z resurgence.
Yeah.
That was another track that you couldn't escape.
No, that was inescapable. That was too big.
Escape.
Well, a long-awaited remix has also arrived. The Von Dutch with Addison Rae and A.G. Cook remix is here. And yes.
Now, why did they Photoshop A.G. Cook out of the cover?
I'm not sure, but they're so close that I feel like it was an inside joke or like something they agreed on.
Yeah.
Because they're like, they hang. So I know it wasn't like
shady.
Right. But it is funny because he turned into a thumb in the photo.
Yeah.
But we've seen the other picture. I don't know that. I don't know why. I don't know. I've got questions. You know, it's not bad, but I was actually hoping for more.
It's no To Die For.
It is not, and I do think it is just proof that we need to let Addison Rae's wings spread and fly on her own.
I agree.
Like, she is the best part of this, but it's also like she should just be her own part.
Yeah.
And further evidence is Charlie released the ad-libs, the recording of this, where she just made up the scream on the spot.
Yeah, there's a TikTok that's going around. That is Addison in the studio.
She wrote, "None of us knew this was coming." One take. And she did that yelp that you hear on the final version, which is so good. It's the best part of the song. She comes in screaming. I do like the sassiness of, like, there is like an early 2010s like vibe to like, heard what you said about my debut. Like there's kind of a sass, but I wanted more, and I wanted it to be like just her, to be honest. Yeah.
Part of me wonders if this is almost like a fun, let's get back in the studio, just enjoy the creative process.
Oh, for sure.
Feel comfortable, like meet more, you know, and then we get the next.
I agree.
Addison just celebrated 3 years of Obsessed. Which that photo shoot, by the way, she posted on Instagram, a carousel.
Yeah.
It is so good.
Yeah. I mean, I don't disagree. I think maybe she's continuing to warm to the hyper pop girlies, the music snobs is like, no, she gets it. She's in this scene.
Yeah.
And I
think the locals are going to come back.
Yeah.
They were like a hater.
Yeah.
I was a little bit of a hater when Obsessed first came out.
Well, then you saw the light.
You know the Spotify on repeat playlist?
Yeah.
It's currently at like number 4 from last week. It's back on the charts
back
for
in
me.
A big way. Yeah, it's a bop. Co-written by Leland.
It's so good.
Yeah. This is fun. We're having fun. But I guess
We're ready for what's next.
We're ready for what's next.
I think that's fair.
We're ready for what's next.
It's better than not being ready.
That's right. That is right.
Also, shout out to the user at DXCKIII.
Ducky.
There we go. That would be that.
Yep.
On X, who said, who posted the video of Addison in the studio and said, "This is like watching Picasso paint the Mona Lisa."
Yeah.
Did Picasso paint the Mona Lisa? I don't think that's correct.
No.
It's Leonardo da Vinci.
Right.
That's fine. We got what you were saying. The French historian jumped out.
Well, you were like, yeah, you literally just saw it.
Yeah, I did. I thought she was overrated.
Yeah, you called her out to her face.
We said that we discussed my Paris experience in one of the after shows, but I thought that the Mona Lisa was overrated. I said it. I did.
Well.
And so is this remix. I'm kidding. No, I'm with you. I just want her to go solo.
Yeah. But at least she's going electronic, which is what we always ask for. Yes. We have a new update on a topic that I brought up last week when I was told to secure your wig, sis. JoJo Siwa is coming. She is. Karma is nearly. I thought it was actually coming out this week. It's not. But a minute of the track has been released.
I haven't heard it.
Oh, well.
Yeah, she's kind of in a little hot water a bit with the internet.
I mean, I feel like she kind of always is.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
There's something allegedly with that Dance Moms spinoff that was like JoJo and her mom finding a new group.
Yeah, she got dragged in like a article about it.
Yeah, there was like allegedly some allegations about alleged mistreatment on set.
Right.
So I don't really know, but like that's all I saw.
Yeah, there's that. This is her can't be tamed era moment.
Don't you dare.
It's just, well, we'll see next week, I'm sure, when it comes out. Anyway, I no longer trust the people in my life who told me to secure my wig, sis, about this song because it sounds exactly like 2009 or 10. Like it sounds extremely dated. And then the lyrics are shocking. That shall not lie. That shall not. She says karma's a bitch in it. So that's like the big sassy moment.
It's like Delta Work being like, oh, you said that.
You said that.
You ate.
Yeah. Just all of this. We'll see how the internet takes to this next week.
Yeah, we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's some albums out this week. I do want to give a shout out. I forgot to put it here. I'll just add it to the list right here. A quick shout out because I haven't listened to it all the way through, but Fletcher's new album came out. And
same.
There's one song in particular, Pretending, although a lot of these songs go off intentionally, as far as the press release, channeling Michelle Branch, Kelly Clarkson, 2000s pop rock girls, all in. Pretending sounds like a Lost Veronica's song. It's like, we need a karaoke of this. Yes, but this album.
Well, side note on the
strong.
karaoke.
Oh, right.
This past week has been a string. Of.
Yeah.
I mean, when are they not great? But like.
Right. She's on a roll right now.
The Katy Perry cover.
Yeah.
Pack it up.
Ate her up.
Oh my God. Mrs. Leopard.
Yeah. Mrs. Leopard, get off the floor, Mrs. Leopard.
She just got poached. They are selling her claws for money because. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Kelly was so adjacent to Katy for so long, like in pop too. Like they were all that sound at that moment. Like, yeah. So it makes sense. But yeah, shout out to Fletcher and this album that's out.
She's a Jersey girl, I think. Yeah, I think she went to the high school that rivaled mine.
Oh, that bitch. It's called In Search of the Antidote. I saw her live a few years ago and it was fantastic. She's got a great voice and yeah. So check that out.
I like the cover. I still have to dive in though.
Yeah. And there's a lot of lore that I'm missing. There's a lot of lore about her ex who like shot the photos for a shoot she did recently, her ex-girlfriend. There's a lot of lesbian drama that I am not tuned into, but like really enhance the experience.
I love lesbian drama.
Oh, it's like all over this album. So I'm like, damn it. Yeah.
That Netflix show. Yeah. I feel like I've talked about this before with everyone, but like the Love is whatever it was called.
Oh, the queer version of The Ultimatum?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I would love a queer version of Love is Blind, but literally it would never work. Everyone would just fuck each other that's on the opposite side of the wall. Like nobody would actually get to like pairing off because they'd be busy meeting people in the like waiting rooms.
Well, not to be a spoiler, but like kind of happens in the show.
Yeah. They can't figure that out, I don't think.
No. I was like attracted to one of them. I was like, you're so hot.
Yeah. Well, Fletcher's got a song called Becky's So Hot, actually.
Oh.
I think it was about the ex's new girlfriend. I mean, I'm telling you, there's like layers to it. It's very Swiftian, and like if you know the lore, it enhances the experience of like, oh, that's what that song's about. Yeah.
No, what we should do this summer. Speaking of, I don't know, my mind is like in Jersey for a hot second.
Go to Asbury.
There's a lesbian dodgeball tournament.
Oh.
I don't know if they still do it in Asbury.
Yeah.
I was so turned on.
Oh.
I know.
Okay.
I didn't understand it either.
I think you're I don't know, you're sliding down the Kinsey scale a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you've unlocked something within you.
Yeah, maybe so.
We don't put labels on things. And I think
we don't.
Formally, Fletcher is queer. I think she's done interviews where she has said like that she doesn't want to put a label on things. So just yeah.
Yeah, I don't like labels.
Labels or Love
I
by
just like
Fergie.
designing labels. Love packaging.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Speaking of packaging, actually, this is a
Oh.
good segue. Shakira, Colombian icon, is finally here with her first album in 7 years, Las Mujeres Ya No Lloran, which is a line from her Bizarrap music session song that took over the globe, her diss track about Piqué. It's finally here, and it's kind of, I actually just wrote like a review for my site because I was feeling impassioned. It's a hybrid album. It's basically an EP at the front of it, and then basically like a greatest hits of her singles of the past 2 years in the back half of it. Because she's got so many, it's like a very dense album as a result. I think there's like 19 or 20 tracks. Tiesto did a remix of the music sessions that goes off at the very end. Love that, because that was one of my most played last year.
He just remixed Ava and Kygo too.
Yeah.
They dropped that this week.
Yes. But so Shakira's album is here. I am really in love with it. I feel like it's a great blend of genres. It's interesting. So obviously the past 7 years, in the past 2 years, it's been a very well publicized split, divorce, move from Barcelona to Miami, tax deal, and
get a good lawyer,
settlement in the whole tax saga. And all this while, she's been collaborating with a lot of stars and putting out a bunch of random singles along the way, but nothing was really gluing it together until now.
The halftime show,
the Vanguard Award performance. So she's finally bundled all of that into this album. She's crying tears on the cover, but they're diamonds.
I love the cover.
Love the cover.
It's so good.
Very representative of how I feel about this, which is like messy era, but like crying hits. Like all of these, she just set the Guinness World Record with Karol G for the highest charting female Spanish language song, I believe it was. And then the week before that, did it with the music session song in the top 10. Like she's slaying, but like really sad, which, yeah, relatable sometimes.
And the cover, it just encapsulates all of it.
Yeah.
The girls are kind of killing it with covers.
Yeah. And she also offers, there's 4 different covers, each representing a different gem.
Oh,
and
no,
we love
another
that.
variant.
There's variants, but I do love, she said, one's passion, one's different emotions. And that actually does represent the album pretty well. She's, for the most part, pretty flirty. There's romance. There's kind of middle fingers up. There's defiance and self-empowerment. There are a few moments where she gets vulnerable, but for the most part, it's kind of a strong, if optimistic kind of record. I am specifically obsessed and went off on a little tangent about one of the songs, Tiempo Sin Verte, which it takes you back to like classic Shakira guitar pop rock vibes. It very much is her signature style, and it's like a perfect guitar driven pop song. But the bridge of this fucking song, when it knocks in, it just made me remember like this is why
this is music.
This is why bridges matter. Bridges stories matter. They just do. This is why the 2-minute songs just don't hit the same for me. Like this is a complete pop production with that bridge. It just sends it into orbit. Just something about it hitting in this song. I was like, oh yeah. And I will say, props where props are due. Like Taylor does a good bridge. Like
she does.
There are certain girlies who respect the bridge. You don't always need it, but like it just kills. And it's been missing so much in pop. So huge fan of that song. Had to shout it out. It brings you all the way back to the 90s, 2000s, and Las de la Intuación as well. What else? There's also the one with Cardi B, which is the latest single, La Punteria, which, did you see any of it?
I watched the video.
Yes. So basically it's like aim. It's like, basically this guy's got great aim. And in the song, she literally says like, you always basically hit my G-spot. And I was like,
I thought this was a classy party.
It was a classy party. Cardi B is fangirling out. She, like, you can tell she's so happy to be there. She told the story of basically going up being a fangirl to Shakira and then getting the call later to be on the song. But
I love Cardi.
Love Cardi. This song reminded me of like how fun it is to have her on the song. She's always a breath of fresh air. And she flexed her bilingual chops on the song. She goes back and forth, Spanish to English. Yeah, I can kind of sing the praises of all these new songs. I'm really into all of it. The Bizarrap song with that she teamed up with him again. La Fuerte is a really good EDM song. She goes a little regional, Mexican regional with Entre Paréntesis. Does her Ojos Así rock era again with Como Donde y Cuando. Like, it's just, and a little Afrobeat on Nassau. Like, she's really touching all the genres that are kind of hitting at radio right now, but also sounding like herself. And I don't know, she's such an icon that I'm really glad she's winning, even though her personal life might be kind of crazy right now.
Yeah.
So that's what I have to say about Shakira. I had to go off a little bit because I also have very sentimental memories, like learning Spanish and having Laundry Service, the album, being like it hit right at that time. We were going into like middle school to high school, like Whenever, Wherever was coming out. Like that album really hit as I was learning Spanish. So I definitely learned along with her. Yeah.
You were learning Spanish. I was getting kicked out of AP Spanish.
Yeah. Our roads diverged at that point. I think
I told that story either here or like on. I told it somewhere.
You did tell the tale. Yeah. So I don't know. I'll always have a soft spot for her, and I do need to go book a flight to Barranquilla and see her 21-foot tall statue that they just erected in her honor.
Oh yeah. Is she touring this year?
I hope so. She hasn't announced anything, but now is obviously like the perfect time, and it's also been like 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
So
for festivals, maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's a stacked year.
It is a stacked year, but once again, we are in March Madness, and this was another album where I was like, damn, all my girls are kind of giving and living. And that's not the only one.
No.
We also have Miss Tyla.
Self-titled
this year.
Tyla. She ate this album the fuck up.
She really did.
I am obsessed. It is like sunset vibes, summer.
Yes.
But it is also very
something
much
fun, something for the summertime.
Yes. But it's also very like self-care. You want to have a night in, pop an edible, light a candle, me later, basically.
Yes. Yeah.
Take a bath. Put on some comfy pajamas and just like feel good.
Yeah.
But it's also silk sheets.
Yes. Oh,
like,
yeah.
It's all of them in one.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed.
I am obsessed too. I really like that it is one cohesive statement, start to finish. Sound is the same, and it's not a diss. Like, there's something to be said about owning this sound that works for you in this first this first statement as an artist, being like, boom. It reminds me of early Rihanna in the sense of like her early albums having that sort of sound. Like Tyla has her own, she's helping to popularize Amapiano and Afrobeat, and she's
1,000%.
And it's like it just glides the whole way through on this sound that she's doing.
Yeah,
and
it's everywhere too. Like on all of the the music production things that I do, everyone is like how to make Tyla, how to make water.
Oh yeah,
all these packs are coming out that are like Afro pop.
People are addicted to this sound. Yeah, It's like a blend. It's from South Africa. It's like a blend of house and lounge, like chill. It's like a fusion, which is why it's like a mixture of like you can be in bed, like chilling, like loungy chill music, but it's also house, and the percussive beats are still like you could dance. So
oh yeah, or get your ass raged on.
So
it's basically what water is about.
Basically. So I'm just, to my delight, Becky G on My Body, Queen. A favorite of the non-singles, Breathe Me.
Yes.
That one. Art, which she just, I think, put out a visual for. But I also do think, and this isn't a diss either, like, she correctly picked the singles. I do think, like, Truth or Dare, Water, like, the ones that she released already are like, correct.
Yeah.
Like, she did it right.
I was going to say Breathe Me would be
I would go
another
with that next,
one. But I also really like number one.
Oh, yeah. Number one
Thames.
is great. Yeah. But it's like such a fluid, perfect, cohesive statement. I don't know. She killed it. I knew she would. The songs that were coming out was like, yeah, this is going to be a great debut for her. Devastated, of course, she was supposed to tour this album, has some sort of injury that she's already refunded the tickets for, which that's pretty bad because sometimes you postpone and they don't issue refunds. Like to have done that is like,
yeah.
Ooh. I don't know how long it's going to take her out of commission, but regardless, I hope she just rides the wave of Water and Truth or Dare, and yeah, I'm really rooting for her. She's a star in my eyes. She gives early Rihanna, early Aaliyah. There's just some star power there that I'm like, yeah, she's it.
Her voice could really
Like
jump
butter
between any genre.
Yeah, that's true.
I also was thinking, I mean, I feel like I always have Britney on the mind at some days. Like Breathe on Me.
Yeah.
She could do like that sexy, vibey, like
very sexy vibe. Yeah, she could totally do that.
My favorite song on this album, though, which I learned today, actually came out in 2022, but it got put on this album, kind of like how Shakira did, or like other artists will take,
Yeah.
To Last, which is the outro. That fucking drop when it like goes into the beat, my tits fucking flew. Oh my God, it's so good.
It is. I know. It almost like hints at something else, like for next album.
Yes, it's like an it feels like an interlude.
It does.
Ish,
yeah, it feels like the connective tissue to the next project.
Yeah, everyone listening to this podcast right now, when you start this album, start there, and when you will experience that moment that the drop hits, and your tits are gonna fucking fly.
Yep.
Like I had it blasting this morning while I was cleaning, and I was just like, oh, and then was twirling around all morning on repeat.
Wow. Your tits flew.
Yeah, they're gone.
Mis pechos pequeños flew during Shakira, so we're like even. Our tits were flying this week. Yeah, basically, we're eating. I mean, there's so much to get through.
I'm satiated.
Yeah, I'm full. I'm stuffed. But I want to savor. Like I feel like I'm flying by the seat of my pants, and I can't like linger on anything too long.
Yeah, because next week is
Oh yeah, next week is Cowboy Carter. And God knows what else.
Dead Pet Society. Like 2 weeks after that.
Which, for the record, is the Tortured Poet Department by Taylor Swift.
Got it.
Yeah, and a little after that, Radical
I'm not
Optimism.
purged for that, but
right. But
I know a lot of people are.
We're gonna have to know about it because we are gonna hear about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's plenty.
This album, I feel, is gonna like really carry into the summer.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's so deeper well outside right now. Like, it's rainy.
It is rainy. It's so water outside. Wow. We really did that.
She did that.
Yeah.
Also the cover too.
The cover is an instant hit. It's just so good.
Simplicity. I love a self-titled because it's like, this is me.
This is me now.
Well, not that. She should listen to this album and take some notes. J-Lo could do like, this is what it should have sounded like.
There's a lot of ways it could have sounded, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, also, I totally forgot because I was going to mention this with Shakira with the variants because I got a lot of feedback about my take last week.
Yeah.
People agreeing and some people disagreeing. And I had an idea and I wanted to see if you think this is a cool idea. Someone's probably already done this, but like an album comes out, has 4 variants. Some people might want all 4 of the actual like discs.
Right.
I feel like artists should start selling a pack of prints.
Yeah.
That are like the vinyl size.
Yeah.
All of them together. And then you can sell a faux vinyl holder that has that like thickness in it.
Yeah.
And you can slide the print in so you're not wasting a like plastic vinyl to display. Because some people like to display on the wall. Some people like to display in like a case.
Yeah. No, I think the reason it stops them is it won't count as an album sale.
Oh.
So I feel like that's how that's working. But no, I agree. And maybe after the fact when sales don't matter as much, like in a year.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, I think that's ultimately what
a variant
the
pack.
vibe is. I at least like these are Shakira's variants.
Okay, but see with that, all 4 are so different.
Yes, they're
It's
specifically diamond, emerald, ruby, and sapphire.
Wait, can I see that up close? The teal one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, that's a serve. Those are like different photo shoots, different.
Yeah.
And they all look so different.
Yeah. They're meant to
Dua
be
Lipa with those friggin' variants. Was like,
no, I think she did variants really well, and she also did
Shakira.
She wanted to highlight 4 gems. Yeah, each of them representing a different attribute. The diamond is resilience, emerald is confidence, Sapphire's vulnerability. Ruby is passion and betrayal.
Ooh. And she should have done obsidian for protection.
Oh, she should have. Watch out, Shakira.
In like a black cat suit.
That's a deluxe. Free idea. Not that this needs a deluxe because it's already massive, but.
Oh my God. With the nails, you could do like an obsidian shine with like a sharp nail.
Ooh.
Almost like I'm protected now. Don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
You'll catch these nails made from obsidian.
I love that idea.
I have my obsidian arrow for protection.
Yeah.
What a week. Anything else?
I mean, we got plenty still to discuss over on the after show.
We do.
So if you'd like to continue the conversation, we will be discussing various topics.
Luann. Everyone's like, okay.
Yep. Enough said.
Yeah, some
over
teasers.
on the after show. So the conversation continues.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we will see you in the live chat right ahead of Cowboy Carter.
Thursday at 8 p.m.
Maybe see you at the Rah Rah Bitch Ball. And until next time.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Isn't that next Sunday?
It is.
I think.
Yeah.
Is the Easter Bunny releasing? No, she's hiding, right?
You never know with her, like, what's in her eggs.
Oh my God. Everyone can go get variants to put in their kids' Easter baskets.
Yes. That's totally true.
Yeah. The Easter Bunny ate.
She hopped all over us.
The golden egg. Did you have to do that? You find the golden egg?
Find the golden egg.
Just an unreleased copy of Bionic when you open it up.
My God.
That's fun. We should do like a Legends only Easter egg hunt.
We should. All right, we'll plot that.
Yeah. Next year if we're even still
afloat.
A country. All right, everyone. See you in the after show.
Yep.
And until next time,
we will
see you
soon.